Hey folks, thanks for stopping by here on KY4 to begin the week. It's been rather stormy in spots. The coverage much greater on Monday than what we had seen over the course of the weekend, at least here in Lexington. We had managed to avoid a lot of the thunderstorm activity, but we had a pretty nasty cluster of storms that crept through Lexington right around the lunch hour. A lot of outflow boundaries left over from some of the thunderstorms this weekend. That's an area of rain-cooled air from a dissipating thunderstorm that really acts as a wedge against the warmer, moist air that surrounds it, and that aids in additional thunderstorm development, especially once the sun comes up and gets working. And so that's one of the things that helped trigger some of the activity around the area today, as well as a mid-level wave that is cruising through the western part of the state. So through the remainder of Monday, it does look like we will see a little better coverage as far as the thunderstorms than what we had over the last few days. Those have been few and far between with the heating of the day. Anything that does develop can produce some very heavy rain. Had that with some street flooding here in Lexington with that lunchtime storm, as well as a bigger cluster that caused some problems out around Evansville, Indiana, Owensboro. Also, lightning a concern with these. They're very slow movers, so I mentioned the heavy rain, and you can even get some damaging wind gusts. We'll continue to see the summertime type routine, I think, for the rest of the week. The next couple of days, Tuesday into Wednesday, highs are going to be up around the 90-degree mark, and I think the heat index will come into play a little bit more on those days. Our best chance for more organized storms looks to be around Thursday. And then hopefully toward the end of the forecast period, we will begin to maybe back temperatures down just a little bit as slightly cooler and somewhat drier air works in toward the end of the weekend. But in the short term, we're going to be dodging the storms. After it rains, the sun will come back out, and then it'll be awfully muggy. So just try to find a cool spot if you can, and hopefully you can get a few pool hours or lake hours in between the storms. Obviously, you don't want to be around the water, in it, anywhere near it, if you have any of these pop up, but we will see some drier period. So hopefully you have a good week here. It is summertime here in the Bluegrass as we wrap up the month of June this week, and it is definitely going to feel like it. Again, thanks for stopping by, and we'll talk to you soon.